Are you turned to page 1? And on page 1, it should look like this. Okay. Today and tomorrow, we're going to focus on circles specifically. Specifically circles.
Specifically spears?
Okay. The area of a circle. Derek, how do we find the area of a circle? Area equals pi r squared. And what I want everybody to do is I want everybody to look for the pi button on their calculator. Okay, look over here. The pi button is right to the, it's to the left of sign. Do you see it? Did you find it? Okay. Raise your hand if you can tell me how to find circumference.
So either 2 radius times pi or circumference times pi.
Or diameter.
That's
what you meant. Okay, so we can either say 2 pi r or diameter times pi. Because what is 2 radii the same as? A diameter. Okay. Did you have a question? Okay. What's the third one?
Tau. Tau R. R is 2 pi. I mean, tau is just 2 pi.
Gotcha. But that's not something we're probably going to worry about today, okay? All right, so this is what I want you to do. Excuse me. Hello. Yes.
For the area one, do you square the radius first and then times it by pi?
You know what? That is an excellent question. Let's talk about it. What is the radius in number 1?
12.
So my area is pi r squared. Well, anytime I substitute, we substitute using parentheses. Okay? So what comes first, the multiplication or the exponent? The exponent. So this would be 144 times pi. We are going to round to 1 decimal place. 144 times pi. And what would our label be? Okay. All right. Okay. Do number 2 and make sure you and your neighbor get the same answer. Ready, set, go.
Okay, neighbors, we got this. All right, buddy. R squared, neighbor afterwards. Yo, I can't run. Oh my gosh. I can't run.
I just tripped over your shoe, Chase.
Come on, Chase.
Huh? I am not cold. Apparently you are? Okay. All right, in number 2. Alex S., what'd you get? 254.5 what? Now, I have a question because 18 squared times pi is not that. 18 is the diameter. Please make sure you pay attention to when you have the diameter versus the radius. Unfortunately, some of us were not that careful on our test. I'm not looking at anybody. It was not intentional, Nolan. I don't remember who did, but there were like 8 people who did 19 squared on number, I don't even know what number it was, instead of half of 19 squared. All right. In number 5. You all are annoying right now. Stop, please. Okay, number 5, I want to find circumference. So those of you who are just like trudging ahead of me and you found area, that stinks to be you. Now, what is circumference measuring?
The full circle, like all the way around. No.
Okay, so if I had a circle and I cut it and I laid it flat, I'm measuring how long. Basically the perimeter. That would be a more succinct way of saying it, yes. Okay, so to find the circumference in number 5, we take 2 times pi times
7.
all right, so we have 14 pi, which is?
44.
So 43.98 would cause us to go to 44.0. What's our label? Okay, this is what I heard. Millimeters. If we're talking about the perimeter, excuse me. If we are talking about the perimeter, we are talking about one dimension. 2 times pi times 7 millimeters. Our answer is millimeters. Up here, we're taking pi times 12 meters times 12 meters. So meters times meters gets us meters squared. Okay? I'm going to give you 30 seconds to find me the circumference of number 7.
How would you do that?
Wait, actually, yeah, you're stupid.
Hey!
That was me.
Go back.
Oh wait, are we doing 7? I thought we were doing 6. Oopsie.
Okay. As I am eavesdropping on conversations, I heard one group say, hey, it's just 58 pi since 58 is the diameter. And if we take 58 times pi, we get 182.2 yards. All right. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to... Oh, man. I really have something in my throat today. Of all people, Will Barnes. Okay. I need you and your neighbor to read through number 9 and see if you can figure out what the diameter is for me. Ready, set, go.
You earned your free lunch by March 9th.
21.2.
There's 2
You
plus.
want to round it up, Justin? Or 20? Exact. 21. Because technically you don't get the exact answer. It's 31. Yeah, like you only get 63.
Okay. Josh, what do you have for the diameter?
20.9.
Like 20.9. Do we agree with 20.9? I would say probably 21.0 if we were rounding. Okay? Now, how did he find that? Lucas? If circumference is pi times diameter, then we can take our circumference and divide it by pi to get our diameter. Okay. Now, I want to talk about number 10. Because I worry about people not thinking about order of operations when they do number 10. Okay? I want the radius, given we have the circumference. Well, we know that circumference is 2 pi r, correct? So I'm looking for 21.99 to equal 2 times pi times r. So if I want r, what would we do? Now, if I'm going to take 21.99 and divide it by 2 pi is a product. So if you are going to put this in your calculator, you're going to have to divide by parentheses 2 times pi. Or if you want to divide by pi and know that it's the diameter and then divide by 2, that would be cool. What do we get for it? 3.5 what? Feet? All right. Here we go. I want to go to number 11. Oh my gosh, it's not that bad. Okay, number 11. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? We'll do number 11. Okay. Okay, can you take like a 2-minute break and come back? Okay. Okay, so I was hoping we could talk about this together. Cool, thanks. Find the radius if we know that the circumference is 35 pi. I have a question. Would you like to use circumference equals diameter times pi or 2 pi r? 2 pi r. Okay, circumference equals 2 pi r. We know our circumference is 35 pi.
So I think it's 35.
If we divide by 2 pi, what happens? The pi cancels out. And what's 35 divided by 2? Boom.
Whoa.
Okay. Go to number 12. Oh, interesting. You guys, this is taking us way too long to redirect to be quiet. The radius, we are finding it when we know the area is blah, blah, blah square inches. So we know area is pi r squared, right? So we have 380.13 equals pi r squared. What should we do first? let's divide by pi. And if we divide by pi, huh?
Is it 121.0?
121.0? Okay. I have r squared equals 121.0. Now we can square root both sides. Now, technically, algebraically, r would equal plus or minus 11. But does it make sense to have a negative 11 radius? No, so we only care about the positive answer. Nope, I don't want you to write down the negative. Just positive. Huh? Okay. That's why it's plus or minus. Now, I had a question that I think more people probably have than just the one person that asked it. It doesn't matter. Somebody asked me, should our answer be square inches? Because we're doing area. Did we find area? We found radius, and radius is just a one-dimension measurement. It's just inches. Okay. Okay. Now, okay, you guys, I am like really on edge right now because you seriously can't just be quiet when we're transitioning from one problem to another. It's embarrassing. I want the area of a circle with a circumference of 26 pi feet. What do we have to do first? We have to find the radius. If my circumference is 26 pi, what's our diameter?
13. Diameter is 26.
Diameter would be 26, which means our radius would be 13, right? So our area, pi r squared, Ty, could you tell me what pi times 13 squared is? $530.what? Okay, now we're finding area, so it is square feet. Okay, turn to page 3 and just mark that on pages 3 to 4, part of your homework is 2 to 14 even. On page 3 and 4, you're doing 2 to 14 even. And then I want you to turn to page 5 so we can talk about arc length. Okay? Now, we've talked about like the degree measure of an arc, but we have not talked about the length of an arc. Okay? So this is what we're going to do to find the length of the arc. Okay? The length of our arc is going to be whatever the degree measure is times our circumference divided by 360. Write it down. I want to talk about why it is. 5. Okay. Essentially, the length of an arc is just a piece of the circumference. Do you agree? So what we're doing is we're taking, this is essentially the fraction of how much of the circle our arc is, and we're timesing that by the circumference. So 60 degrees would be a sixth of the circle. So we have a sixth of the circumference. Do you see what I mean there? Like that is the purpose of that formula. Okay?
And if it's 180, if you would need to find the circumference divided in half.
Right, right. So if we're looking at number 10, EB is 15. Is that the radius? So the radius is 15, EB. If I want the arc length of CD, what would this angle right here be? 112. Okay, so our arc length is 112 degrees times the circumference all over 360.
The length of CD.
I'm getting 29.3, and it's a piece of the circumference, so it's just centimeters. It makes no sense? Okay, so let's do number 11, so it makes more sense. What? Who said what? Okay. Let's look at number 11. I want the length of NMP. Okay. Whoa. What is this guy right here? 8. Yes, it's an angle. This is 8 degrees, which is this 8 degrees. So how many total degrees are we talking about here?
178. Well, 180.
It would be 18 degrees. You telling me? Okay, so 198 would be the total, right? So we have 198 times our circumference over 360. So here's like that fraction. But we know that circumference is 2 pi r. You should be getting 27.6 in your calculator.
So what's 27.6 feet?
That blue piece of the circumference I have highlighted.
No, so it's not degrees.
So the degree measure is 198 degrees, but if I wanted to measure it with a ruler, it'd be 27.6 feet. Okay, so your homework, you guys.